I'd like to discuss the price.
Naturally.
Здравствуйте, здравствуйте, дорогие друзья. Мы продолжаем прохождение Кингс... Кингсман, блядь. Kingdom Come Deliverance. И если вы вспомните, мы проходим дополнительную миссию в Ротае. Это О, подойдет. И эта миссия у нас с нашими, так скажем, с нашими земляками, и мы должны их распределить по работам. Вот они у нас. Давайте поговорим. То есть нам надо, если вы помните, мы убили священника для того, чтобы повариха перешла. Ну, короче, вы если помните, смотрите какую-то там позапрошлую серию, там все нормально, короче, было. Антонина, давайте с ней поговорим. Зачем ты здесь?
What do you want?
I want to work. And I heard you're the one in charge of giving out jobs, not the bailiff.
It's true. Do you know how to cook? If you know how to make food for nobles, then I might have something for you.
Where would I learn to cook food for nobles? I want to carry water.
But Alex has already picked people who want to carry water.
He didn't ask me, though, so I came here myself.
Be that as it may.
Ну, я сомневаюсь, конечно, но
And anyway, it's no job for a woman.
должны быть какие-то причины.
Knock you on your arse, you pot. Fine.
He's dying.
He's badly wounded. So poorly he's been in his bed for weeks.
Так ты бы раньше так сказала бы.
Sorry to hear it.
I already owe the apothecary a small fortune. And he won't lift a finger for us now.
What did you do in Skalitz?
I was at the silverworks, roasting the ore and washing it. My husband was at the smelter.
Oh, Christ. Things got very ugly there. I suppose that's where your husband was wounded? It's a miracle you managed to drag him all the way to Ratai.
What else could I do? Leave him there?
All right. I'll think about it and talk to the bailiff.
And you'll tell him to take me, right? Goodbye.
God be with you.
Так, нам надо 3 водоноса и 2 гомноноса, да?
You're one of the people interested in work?
Well, Alex told me that I'm supposed to ask about a job carrying water.
That's right. But first, I'll ask you a few questions. You are...
Peter. But everyone calls me Rob. There was more than enough Peters in the mines. And not just in the mines. So...
At the mines? So you're a miner?
That's right. I worked in the East Shaft. And I hope I'll be working there again. Now that I think of it, have you heard anything from their lordships? When will they open the mines again?
I don't know and don't care. I'm not here because of that.
I suppose not.
How badly do you want to carry water?
Well, right now there doesn't seem to be much work around for miners. And at least I can earn a few groschen.
It's not easy work, though. It's a long way to carry water.
Do you think it was easier in the mines? Digging through rock on your knees all day for months on end?
There's one more option.
Ты можешь носить
Carrying
говно.
shit.
What? For the knacker?
It's a job.
But what would people say? I need money badly, but I couldn't go back to mining after that.
But it will be twice the pay.
The money would help, true enough. What about afterwards? I don't want to be carrying shit all my life.
Look at it this way. You earn double the money in the same time, or the same money in half the time. That's not bad, is it?
Well, you have a point. I could get it over and done with quickly. And... All right, I'll take it. I suppose it won't kill me.
Good. I'm sure you won't regret it. That's enough for now.
May the Lord watch over you.
Так, камень. Готов говно носить.
Good day to you.
You hear about the water carrying?
Aye. I can haul water all day long.
So, do you want the job? There's plenty of other folk that will take it if you don't.
I do. I want it. What do I have to do?
So tell me, what was your trade before?
I was a miner, then a farm laborer, then I was a servant, then I fled from Skullets and ended up here.
Quite the factotum, aren't you? Was none of those jobs good enough for you?
I liked them all, but they were always sending me to do something else. Pickman, they'd say. Leave this and go and do that.
Pickman. That's your name?
Actually, my real name's Bassel, but they call me Pickman.
Is that German?
No, it's from when I was in the mines, digging with a pick.
How are you holding up anyway?
What
Давай
can I tell you?
спросим.
I've seen better days for sure.
What happened with the bailiff? He couldn't get a word out of anybody.
That peacock, what was strutting up and down and shouting at everyone? He told me he'd no time to listen to a buffoon like me. So I shut my mouth.
That's enough for now.
So we're agreed then? When do I start working?
Look, the bailiff is the one who will decide after I report back to him.
So I might not get the job? I'll be in the shit if I don't. Understand?
May the Lord watch over you.
Блять. Что-то ты мне не понравился
My
последним
respects to you.
выражением.
You're interested in carrying water?
I am. It's about time something good came to decent folk.
I agree. Now, I'll ask you a few questions.
What? But I want the work and I deserve it. Keep your questions for good things.
What makes you so deserving? How did you make a living before this?
I was the owner of a mine. Well, I have a lease on it. But in our line of work, it amounts to the same thing.
The chief, eh? Have you ever hauled a bucket of ore up a hill?
There's no hill in a mine. Just a shaft with a winch.
It's hard work carrying water.
So is taking care of a mine.
It's not quite the same thing, is it? You need brawn to carry water, not brains.
I wasn't born a mine owner, you know. I've done my share of hauling.
There's also the option of emptying latrines.
Are you trying to insult me? That's no job for a
Да
decent
нет, я не
Christian.
пытаюсь.
True. That's why it pays double.
Double, hey? Well, that's not bad, but for a man of my stature.
плохое
No doubt
положение.
there are more needy souls. Dull.
And the bailiff complained he couldn't get a word out of you.
I refused to talk to him. Last time I did, he was vulgar, shouted and threatened to whip me. And then he comes and interrogates me.
Well, I can't see how that would put you off him. What would you give me if I put in a good word for you?
So that's how it is it? An honest person can't get a job, only one who's stooped to bribing?
Come now. I just want to help, but I'll have my job cut out persuading the bailiff to take you.
All right. I don't have anything, but I know the armourer in Sassan, and he'll give you a good price if I have a word with him.
Cheap armor might come in handy, all right? Done.
Done. As soon as I get the job, come and see me, and I'll tell you all about it.
That's enough for now.
Ну, прикольно. Тереза пришла.
So what are we to do with you, Henry?
Блин.
Matthew and Fritz send their regards.
They survived. My God, I'm glad. They helped me out a lot. And where did you see them?
Но она не просто так сюда
From
пришла.
Sasa. I bumped into them in front of the tavern. Where else?
And how are they doing?
They're doing fine. The monks brought them back to health. But they don't have work, and they're in debt. You wouldn't happen to know of any jobs going for two lazy carpenters?
Not here. And I think it will be the same in all of Ratai. It's overcrowded with refugees and they're all looking for work.
That's bad. Those two need work badly. To keep them out of mischief. You know what they're like.
I do indeed. Try the mills in the smaller hamlets. The miller in the Dechko is old. Maybe he could use some strong hands.
I will. Thanks.
Ленечка, спрошу, спасибо.
Do you want
Вот.
something?
I'd like to ask a favor of you, Hal.
Of course. What is it?
I heard you're picking people to carry water. No one needs the job more than Antonia.
Adam never mentioned any Antonia.
I'm not surprised. But Antonia really needs that job.
I'll keep it in mind. But I'm supposed to find someone who can handle everything. I don't know what the bailiff
Антонина.
will say.
Антонина.
It won't hurt to try.
Антон
And if it
Инна.
doesn't work out, then try and get Vincent a job at least. He needs something to do.
Idle hands are the devil's tools. What's he up to, chasing wenches?
Vincent? A quiet, well-mannered boy like him? Not at all. It's just his mother has no one but him.
Я попробую, успокойся. Что-то ты мне не нравишься. С этим я разговаривал. С этим я разговаривал. Вид. Ну, не
My
вид,
respects
это...
to you, sir.
You'll hear about the water carrying?
How? Where do I get some pails?
Hold your horses. We haven't decided yet who gets the job. I have to ask you a few things first.
What for? I can handle the job. But ask away.
What trade did you do before?
I worked in the mines, at the winch. You've heard of Tonda the winch, right? Strong as a bull.
Ah, the name sounds familiar. You were one of the new miners, weren't you?
I was. I came last autumn. The winter was mild enough to work the mines, and I showed everyone I was a hard worker. So did I get the job?
We're not finished yet. Are you here because you want to carry water?
Well, I'd rather be back at the winch. Turning it so fast I'd make everyone's head spin. But now I want to carry water at least, since there's some money in it.
Well, there's also the option of carrying, shit.
Not a chance. I'm not carrying any shit around. And if anyone tries to make me, I'll break his legs.
And what if I told you that you get double the pay?
Didn't I mention something about breaking legs?
You did, but more money?
I wouldn't be under the winch anymore. More like under the stench.
What would you give me if I recommended you?
Блин, не то
What could
хотел
I give when I
спросить.
don't have a pot to piss in? All I have is a strong arm. Whenever I hit anything or anyone, they stay hit.
Well, if I get you the job, will you show me how to really hit someone hard?
I could. Deal.
Deal.
По рукам.
I know everything I need.
So, can I go carry water then?
Not yet. I'll tell the bailiff and he'll choose.
Well, I hope he chooses me. Otherwise, I might be very angry.
If you think I'm afraid of you, you're mistaken.
We'll see. May the Lord watch over you.
Так, раз, два, три, четыре. Ну, давай с Витом еще
Jesus
поговорим.
Christ be praised. Are you here on account of the water carrier?
Yes, I am. My name is Vincent.
Nice to meet you. I'll ask a few questions and we'll see. All right?
Fine. Ask away.
What did you do before this?
I work for my father.
Doing what? Who's your father anyway?
He was Moimir. We had a farm near Scarlet.
Really? His farmhands came to the tavern a lot, but I never saw you there.
I don't go to taverns.
So you're probably here about carrying water, right?
I want to carry water.
That's all? You've nothing more to add?
That's what's needed, ain't it?
That's enough for now.
Короче, достаточно. Так, с этими достаточно. Теперь нам надо поговорить чуть с другим человеком. Это у нас, блин, забыла, как ее зовут.
Deliver us from perils.
Агнешка.
What do you want from me
Агнешка.
now?
Did you find out what actually happened?
What do I know? The lords are at each other's throats, but it's us that has to suffer for it. Same as always. I reckon they was after the silver mines, wasn't they?
How does life in Rat Eye suit you?
It'd be fine if we didn't have to sleep in hovels and beg for alms. And the bailiff is always on our backs, the bastard. But what can we do? We've got nowhere else to go.
Блядь.
Take care.
Я что, сделать ничего не смогу? Ее парасоте. Что мне с ней делать? А что я могу с ним сделать? Где этот мэр хренов? Иди сюда.
Good health to you.
I know
Так,
everything I need to know to pick the carriers.
Splendid. I'll be glad to get this damn business off my back. So how have you decided?
So, how do we do this? Do I just give you their names, or should I send for them?
Just tell me their names and whether they should carry water or something else. Don't worry, I'll send for them.
Antonia.
What? A woman?
Yeah, is that a problem? You never said it had to be only men.
I didn't, but I kind of assumed it would be clear. It's a long walk with a heavy load, man's work.
She can handle the job.
Surprise.
Have no fear.
Let's hope so. You'll have to answer to me if she can't. Where do we put her then?
To carry water.
So we have one person to carry water. Who's next?
Так. Корнелиус.
Vasil goes by the moniker of Pickman.
Pickman. I hope he doesn't have a history of pickpocketing.
No, no. They call him Pickman because he worked in the silver mines. And he was very keen with the pick. So much so, he managed to chop off 2 of his fingers.
Well, he can't do too much damage with a bucket, I suppose. Where do you want to put him?
To carry water.
So we have one person to carry water. Who's next?
Кто он долебет, как
They
говно.
call him the winch.
The winch. Ought to be good with a bucket anyway. What's he going to do?
Выносить дерьмо.
Good. One person for this job. Next?
Cornelius.
Корнелиус.
Ah, Cornelius. I had him here once looking for a job. Where do you want to put him? I'd like to see him with buckets of shit.
Выносить дерьмо.
Good. One person for this job. Next?
Peter, better known as Rock.
Peter? Rock? Didn't he get into a fight and injure his arm? Well, what should he do?
To carry water.
So we have one person to carry water. Who's next?
That's it.
Good. All decided. Now about the cook's job.
I'd like to talk to you again about that job. How come that's such a cause for concern?
For one thing, they're afraid of me. And I can't get a straight answer out of any of them. So how the hell am I supposed to make the right choice?
Well, they're desperate. You can't blame them.
I don't, but I might end up picking some good-for-nothing who'll just booze his wages away.
How come that's such a cause for concern?
For one thing, they're afraid of me. And I can't get a straight answer out of any of them. So how the hell am I supposed to make the right choice?
Well, they're desperate. You can't blame them.
I don't, but I might end up picking some good-for-nothing who'll just booze his wages away.
That's all I need to know.
Good luck, then.
God be with you.
Блять. Что мне сделать с этой дурой? Она сидит в церкви и нихуя не знает. Мне надо было изначально сказать, конечно, что Он помер и все. Я как скажу, что он урод? Ну он же урод. Он конченым уродом был. А мне опять туда идти, блин, и что-то делать, да? Надо, заебись.
Rest in peace. Goodbye.
Все, даже разговаривать не буду. Так, куда мне бежать надо? Давайте хоть посмотрим. К этому. В принципе, пока недалеко. Портной.
God be with you. Good luck to you.
Это не он.
Jesus Christ be praised. Take care now.
God be with you.
Нет. Так, давайте еще карту посмотрим. Блять, ну, блин. У меня там еще тюремный срок светит. Нахер оно мне надо?
Master Bailiff, is there anything of interest going on here?
Nothing of interest to me, thank Christ.
I'd like to talk to you again about that job. What kind of work are we talking about?
Well, old Hagen is looking for a cook, and we need 3, actually 5 carriers.
A cook and 5 water carriers.
Да блин, все это мы сделали.
That's all I need to know.
Good luck, then.
Ладно, я могу подумать, что мы с этим можем сделать, конечно, ребят. Ну, могу вам посоветоваться подписаться на канал, поставить лайки. Это будет хорошо. Всем спасибо за просмотр. Ну, походу мне надо бежать опять же в эту хрень. И там уже решать эти вопросы. Ну, я надеюсь, что ей надо принести. Но пока миссия вроде не закрылась. Значит, это хорошо. Вот он находится. Я его лично убил, лично прибил, лично обобрал, если вы помните. Найди отца. Не хочу его искать. Ладно, ребят. Всем спасибо за просмотр. Ну и всем пока-пока.